You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, it's Melinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your weekly spoilers for the NBC soap for Monday, June 10th through Friday, June 14th. We've got dated daily spoilers for every day. Next week, there is big action as the wedding begins on Cliffhanger Friday, carries over into Monday. We've got gunplay. We've got fallout from this wedding. We've got a very bad man getting grilled. We have a DA who might be getting arrested. So much to talk about. If you haven't, though, please reach down and click subscribe. We appreciate your support. Now, let's dig in and talk about it. Monday, June 10th, 2024 is season 59, episode 206 of the NBC Peacock streaming soap opera. So as I said, the wedding is going to continue from Friday. Maggie and Constantine's wedding has to take place on this specific date because his visa has expired. He's got to marry her or go. And we know he's planning bad things, but he doesn't know that Maggie is on to him thanks to John and Marlena. So the wedding continues. Somebody is shot at their wedding. My leaker said Constantine may pull a gun and threatens Maggie. I'm hoping it's Constantine that winds up shot. And before he is out of there, he makes a confession that chills someone. And I think the person it's going to chill is probably going to be Theresa, because I think he says something about the whole paternity thing. So Clyde and Melinda may both pay for their crimes. Remember, Melinda is leveraging that whole Gabby and the bloody notebook thing to keep Rafe off her back. But if Rafe can get Clyde to confess to having Gil kill Lee, then Rafe will not be blackmailable, is that a word, by Melinda. So she's got to be pretty tense about him being brought in. Tuesday, June 11th, 2024, season 59, episode 207. Apparently, the message that Constantine gave was a warning message, but it was cryptic because on Tuesday, Brady Black, Xander Cook, and Alex Kiriakis discuss it. And my leaker said that he was basically going to say that the truth isn't out about who Victor's secret son really is. So obviously he didn't give everything away, or else the three guys wouldn't be discussing it so intently. And you know, Theresa Donovan has to be pooping her pants over Constantine ratting her out. I mean, if he thinks there's no chance in heck he's going to get a nickel out of her, I know he'd blow her up on his way out the door. Meanwhile, Dr. Marlena Evans has bad news for Stephanie Johnson. And of course, it is about Bobby Stein / Everett Lynch, or as I like to call him, Bob Everett. And things aren't good. He clearly has DID and he is refusing therapy. Marlena could just have him, sent into, what's the name of that one? Is it Bayview? Is that there's a mental institution on like 3 of the 4 soaps. So I have to think which one it is. I think that one is Bayview. He obviously needs therapy and he is refusing it. We'll see if things improve, but it doesn't sound like they will quite yet. Wednesday, June 12th is episode 208 of the current season, and Johnny and Chanel are waiting on further test results to find out if there are any issues with her pregnancy, but Chanel keeps insisting, even if there is something wrong, she wants to press on, go through with the pregnancy. So we'll see. Leo Stark has been doing some introspective thinking and thinks that he's unlovable because nobody loves him. And I mean, to be fair, DVL, Dimitri von Leuschner, was a bad dude. He's not a good barometer. And his best friend, Gwen Rizchek, loved him to death, but he did her dirty, cheating with her boyfriend. And he wants Dr. Marlena to help him figure out what's wrong with him. I think he knows what's wrong with him. He says it's mother issues. And I'm excited because his mother is coming back soon. And I'm guessing she's not going to be open to family therapy. Speaking of bad people, EJ, who's lying about Jude Brady, gets a request that's unusual. Eric Brady wants to hire him as his lawyer. I'm assuming it's for that divorce he needs to do in absentia since his baby-stealing wife has run out of town. Thursday, June 13th, 2024, season 59, episode 209. Rafe Hernandez interrogates Clyde Weston about his crimes. You know, they've caught him red-handed on a bunch of stuff, but we know what Rafe really wants to talk to him about is Li Shen's murder. Meanwhile, I know Chad wants more information from Clyde about his assertion that Abby is alive and somewhere else. So Rafe's focus, though, is getting his sister out of jail. And the thing is, with Clyde, you guys know how he is. If he can figure out what you want, he will mess with you. He will turn the knife, salt the wound. So I can totally see him, because he obviously knows what Gabby is in jail for, a crime that he had done. And so I can see him tormenting Rafe and refusing to cooperate because they have enough to send Clyde to prison forever. You know, most states, I think, have a third strike rule, and he's on like his 9th strike. So I'm very curious to see if Clyde gives up the information, because we do know that Gabby is out soon. I think recast Gabby, played by Cherie Jimenez, debuts by the end of this month, I believe. Johnny tells Chanel about a new job offer that he just got. And remember, all the job offers have been out of town. So that's kind of interesting. We're going to end the week on Friday, June 14th, which is episode 210 of the current season. Chad Demera tells Julie Williams something that completely shocks her. Obviously, he's going to tell her what Clyde said, that Abby is alive. And that would thrill Chad. It would thrill Julie. And again, we have got, who I believe is recast Abby, coming very soon, Anna Lynn McCord, and her character named Berris. Her character name may not be Berris at all. That may just be one of those things they've thrown out there just to throw us off the scent, to try and make it a surprise. And I think she's supposed to show up late June, early July. And she may be an amnesiac. She may have that like come back from the dead disease. I'm very curious to see how she survived what clearly looked like a death, and whether Dr. Rolfe was involved, as he usually is with most resurrections. Meanwhile, Chanel updates her mom, Paulina Price, on what she and Johnny are planning. I wonder if they're talking about leaving town. I mean, I would think not, since she's got the bakery and everything. I do know that at least up till I think a month ago, maybe 6 weeks, I can't remember, but very recently I saw Raven Bowens posting behind the scenes videos, and it looks like she was still filming. And that means she's still on set, you know, that her character will still be on episodes 5-6 months from now. So if they do leave, they're not going to stay gone. And finally, our last spoiler for Friday, Stefan asks Kristen again for help clearing Gabby. So that sounds like they did not get the information that they need from Clyde, which is good news for Melinda. So we will see how it goes. Drop your comments on what you're excited to see next week. Definitely subscribe if you have not, and come back soon. We are here talking Days of Our Lives 7 days a week. And as always, I'm your host, Melinda from Soap Dirt. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.